Hello student, good morning. I am going to discuss new topic, elevator problem. So here we take any lift, and we already know that lift or elevator is a moving object. Okay, so when a person inside this lift experience the virtual force, okay, but due to this dynamic plate of the lift. Okay, so when a person stands on the floor, this is the floor of elevator. Okay, the weight of this body working downward directions. Okay, and we already know that according to the Newton's third law of motions, every action there will be an equal and opposite reaction. So this floor of lift also exert an equal and opposite force on this man, that is called a reaction force. Okay, what we do here, so firstly we take any lift, okay, and that lift is a moving object. So when a person is inside lift experience the virtual force due to the dynamic plate. This is the dynamic or accelerating plate of the lift. Okay, so when a person stands on the floor of this elevator, his weight, the weight of this person working downward direction. So according to Newton's third law, we already know that every action there will be equal and opposite reactions. Okay, so this floor also exert force on man, equal and opposite force on this man, that is a reaction force. Okay, so now we have to find the apparent weight of this person, and we use here action and reaction force. Okay, so now we discuss some cases. Our first case is when the lift is stationary. When the lift is stationary, in this case velocity is equal to 0. Okay, lift is at rest. So net force on this body. So there are two forces working on this body. Weight of this body work vertically downward directions, and the normal force work vertically upward directions. Okay, so here the net force working on this body is equal to weight of this body, that is a mg. Okay, if this person having mass m, so its weight is equal to mg. Okay, mg minus r. Okay, but here velocity is equal to 0, then acceleration also 0 here. Okay, so force we already know that mass into acceleration, so it becomes 0. mg minus r. So mg is equal to r. Okay, this is the case number 1. So what we do here, firstly, when this lift is stationary, at rest. Okay, so velocity is equal to 0. Okay, so velocity is equal to 0, then acceleration also 0. And the net force working on this body will be weight of this body. Okay, weight minus r. Okay, only there are two forces working on this body, and weight minus reaction force. Okay, and F net 0 here. We already know that force is equal to mass into acceleration. Okay, and we can write here ma. A is equal to already 0 here. We put 0. M into 0, finally it becomes 0. So F0 here, it means that weight of this body is equal to normal force working on this man. Our case number 2, when the lift is moving with uniform velocity. Okay, so in this case V is equal to constant. Okay, so here case number 2, when the lift is moving with uniform velocity, V is equal to constant here, then acceleration is equal to 0. Okay, and the net force working on this body is, so there are two forces working on this body, and this body move upward direction with constant acceleration. Okay, constant velocity. So what happened here, net force working on this body will be r minus mg. Okay, but here acceleration 0, force, we already know that force is equal to, we can write here ma, r minus mg. Okay, acceleration 0 here. Okay, so we put acceleration 0, so finally it becomes 0. In this case r is equal to mg. Apparent weight is equal to actual weight. In this case, apparent weight is equal to actual weight. So for case number 3, when lift is moving upwards with uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. Okay. So in this case, net force working on this man will be R minus mg. Okay. This lift move upward direction with acceleration, uniform acceleration A. So net force working on this man will be F net is equal to R minus mg. Only two forces working on this body reaction. I mean the weight of this body and normal force. Okay, but this body will move vertically upward directions. Then we can write here R minus mg. Okay, R is a greater than weight of this body. Okay, so we already know that force is equal to m into a mg. Okay, and we have to find the value of R here. So R is equal to ma. This term goes to left hand side and this negative sign becomes positive sign. We take m common here, and what take inside this bracket? Acceleration plus g. So R is equal to m a plus g. Okay, here apparent weight greater than actual weight. Apparent weight greater than actual weight. Okay, case number 4. When lift is moving downward with uniform acceleration. Okay. Then what happened here? So here, suppose the lift is moving downwards with uniform acceleration A. Okay, in this case, net force working on this man will be mg minus r. Okay, so here the lift move downward directions with uniform acceleration A. In this case, weight of this body is greater than normal force. Okay, and net force working on this body will be mg minus r, and we can write here force F net is equal to ma is equal to mg minus r. Okay, so now we have to find the value of r here. So r is equal to, r goes to left hand side, then its sign changes from negative to positive, and this term ma comes to right hand side. Okay, we take m common here. So what left inside this bracket? G minus a. Okay, here apparent weight less than actual weight. Apparent weight less than actual weight. Okay, I repeat again what we do here. So when lift is moving downward with uniform acceleration, here this lift moving downward with uniform acceleration A. So net force working on this man will be F net is equal to mg minus r, mg greater than here. Okay, so we can write here F ma is equal to mg minus r. So we have to find the value of r, and r is equal to mg minus a. Case number 5. When cord of lift is broken. When this cord of lift is broken, okay, so in this case, this lift starts falling freely. Okay, in this case, acceleration is equal to g. Okay, in this case, E is equal to g. When this broke, okay, when cord is broken, then this lift starts falling freely, and acceleration is equal to g. Okay, and we use the formula here. we already know that the formula R is equal to mg minus a. Okay, we put here a is equal to g. So a is equal to g, we put here value a is equal to g. So finally R is equal to 0. Okay. So here the person experiences weightlessness in freely falling lift. The person experiences weightlessness okay, the person experiences weightlessness in freely falling lift. Freely falling lift. So here in this numerical problem, a man standing in a lift holds a spring balance with a load of 5 kg suspended from it. So what would be the reading of the balance when the lift is descending with an acceleration of 3.8 meter per second square? Okay. So here a man standing in a lift. If there is any lift, a man standing in lift, okay, holds a spring balance. Hold any spring balance here, okay, and load connected here of 5 kg. Okay, suspended from it. So what would be the reading of the balance when the lift is descending with an acceleration of 3.8 meter per second square? Okay. So here we already mass given here. Okay, mass of load already given here 5 kg. Acceleration already given here 3.8 meter per second square. Okay, as the lift is descending. So as the lift is descending, we already know that R is equal to m g minus a. Okay, we use this formula to solve our problem. So R is equal to 5, we put the value of m 5 kg, g 9.8 is equal to minus acceleration already given here 3.8. Okay, so 5 and here 6, okay, 30 Newton. Okay, so R is equal to 30 Newton, and here W dash I mean apparent weight is equal to R. Okay, and we divide it with 30 upon 9.8, and finally we will get the value here 3 kg. Okay, 3.06 I think. 3 goes here, 3.06 kg. So this is our value. So I repeat again what we do here. A man standing in a lift holds a spring balance, okay, with a load of 5 kg suspended from it. So here this lift goes downward with acceleration a equal to 3.8 meter per second square. Okay, so now we have to find the reading of the balance. Okay, so we use this formula R is equal to mg minus a. Okay, and we put all respective values here, and finally we will get the value of R 30 Newton. Okay, so we divide with 9.8, so we will get the value of in kg. Okay, I mean mass of this body, that is a 3.06 kg. In question number 2, the strings of a parachute can bear a maximum tension of 72 kg weight. By what minimum acceleration can a person of 90 kg descends by means of this parachute? Okay, so if this is a parachute look like this. Okay, this is the man, and the weight of the man working downward directions, and tension T in the string. Okay, and this parachute having tension T in the string. Okay, the string of a parachute can bear a maximum tension of 72 kg weight. Okay, here tension T when this man standing in the lift weight of this working downward directions and normal force working upward directions. Here we take normal force R is equal to T. Okay, in this case T and R. Okay, when we talk about lift we take R here, and when we talk about this parachute we take normal force T. Okay, so T is equal to 72 kg weight given here, already given here. Okay, 72 into weight 9.8 Newton. Okay, and the mass of this body connected here, that is a 90 kg, already given here, and we have to find the acceleration. Okay, we have to find the acceleration. So for the person to descend, T is equal to m g minus a. Okay, we already know that the formula R is equal to m g minus a. Here R is equal to T. Okay, so T is equal to m g minus a. We put all respective values here. I mean the 72 into 9.8, and the mass of the body already given here 90, and 9.8 and minus a. Okay, and now we solve it. 72 9.8 upon 90 is equal to 9.8 minus a. Okay, finally a is equal to 9.8 minus 72 into 9.8 upon 90. And acceleration is equal to 9.8 minus 0.8 into 9.8. Okay, 9.8 and its value is 7.84. Okay, so now we have to find this value. 9.80, 7.84, 1.96 meter per second square. Okay. So this is our final value.